Well, hey, neighbor, it's me, Angie. Come on in. This is our live neighborhood chat. Yeah, I didn't put up a thumbnail. I didn't know if I was going to go live today or tomorrow. So it just so happened to work out that I was able to go live today. So that's one reason I didn't put a thumbnail up because I felt like if I put the thumbnail up for uh Wednesday that it wouldn't happen. So I didn't want to have to change it after I put it up. So this is kind of a pop up live, but it's around my normal time. We'll wait and see if anybody pops in to have a little chat with me. Have a little chat with me. James went to work today. He's on 7 days. He works 7 days, which I like days better than nights because, oh gosh, nights, they take a toll on me when he's at work because I just can't sleep. I mean, I already can't sleep, but it's a lot worse when he works nights. I might sleep 2 hours and then wake up and stay up 3 hours and then go back to sleep and sleep 2 hours. And that kind of sleep is not good. Not good at all. This morning I woke up at, I would say, 2:30. James didn't get up to 3:30. Stayed awake until after he went to work, which was around 5. And then went back to sleep. Didn't get up till quarter to 9, which I hate sleeping that late. I absolutely hate it. Let me see if anybody's gonna jump in. Let me share it out. See if anybody will pop in real quick. Maybe everybody's busy today. I'll never know if I don't put a thumbnail up who will come and who won't. Let's see. What are y'all doing today? Let me share this out. Share. We'll see if anybody drops in. There's 3 people sitting out there. Come on in. Uh, I think Ella and I had a pretty good show Sunday night, keeping it real. I really enjoyed it. I think it went over really well because when Ella and I do that keeping it real show that we have every other Sunday. Hey, Lori, how are you, my friend? Welcome in. Um, when Ella and I do that keeping it real every other Sunday, we're just up there bringing content. We're not, whatever we discuss, we're not taking sides or really, yeah, we'll give our opinion on it, but it's not like we're taking sides in anything. Oh, what's wrong, Lori? What's wrong? What's going on with you, my friend? I didn't put a thumbnail up that I was going live. I just doing a pop up. Acute bronchitis and starting. Oh, Lori, you better take care of yourself. Are you taking breathing treatments? I'm sure you are. Are you taking breathing treatments? It's a good thing you went to the doctor. Oh, you're on antibiotics. Okay. Well, you don't want it to turn into pneumonia. No, ma'am. If there is Cynthia, my beautiful friend Cynthia. How are you, Cynthia? Cynthia has a dumpster diving channel, and she also has CC's Texas Garden. She does gardens, so you'll want to go over there and check those videos out. She is good at having a garden, let me tell you. She's got a green thumb. She can grow things. This lady right here does not have a green thumb, but James does. Thank goodness. James does. Hey, Lori. I'm so glad y'all popped in. I hope you've been doing okay, Cynthia. I've been watching some of your videos, mostly on your diving channel. I spent half my Saturday in the oh no. Being in the ER is so not fun. It is so not fun. Hey Laura, how are you? Welcome in. Come on into this neighborhood watch chat. Just checking in with everybody. Been busy in the garden fall planting. What are you planting in your fall garden? James and I are getting fall tomatoes. Of course, our okra, we can't kill it. It just comes back every year. So what are you planting in your fall garden, Cynthia? Laura, I hope you're doing good. Oh yeah, Cynthia has a beautiful granddaughter. Beautiful. Well, how can she not be? Have you seen her daughter? Her daughter's beautiful too. Um, we have. Is today the 18th? Yeah. We yesterday was 1 month before Livy gets here, but Livy could come, 2 weeks early, a few days early, a few days late. So we're in that window of having our third grandbaby. In that, but I hope she doesn't have her by the 28th because we're having a what you call a sprinkle. When you have your second child, it's not a shower, it's a sprinkle. I had no idea it was called a sprinkle. Okay, I did not know that. And we're having a so-called, it would be a shower to the Gen X generation, but to everybody, to the millennials and all that, it's a sprinkle on the 28th of September. So I hope that she'll be able to travel this way for the shower. I'm mean and ornery as ever. I still love you, Laura. It's okay if you're mean and ornery. Ornery. My grandfather was the same way, and I loved him. Cabbage. Ooh, I'm gonna tell you something. I love cabbage. Mustard greens. I love mustard greens. Beets. I don't eat beets. Radishes. I love radishes now, and Berkeley loves radishes too. And of course, I love squash. I don't eat. We don't eat many green beans anymore. I think we got tired of them. Broccoli. I love broccoli and more. Girl, you got your hands full. But you can handle it. You are a girl on the garden. You can do it. I went to urgent care first Saturday and my oxygen was 90, so she told me I had to go to the ER by ambulance. She wouldn't let Ray take me in case I had a problem. So went to the ER and they did more. Oh, Lori, honey, I'm going to put you on my prayer list. Goodness, I didn't realize you were dealing with all that. Oh my, I'm so sorry. Let me write this down. Oh, Lord. So glad y'all dropping by to see me today. Hey, Ashley, how are you doing, honey? Hey, Pam, how are you doing? Are you all right? Now, Pam is a sweetie. She auctions with Josie, and they auction on Monday and Friday. And they also not only auction off things like jewelry and clothes and other items, but they do junk journals, which I'm going to do a video of the junk journal that Josie made for Livy. I'm going to do a video after I get off my live here. And it's beautiful. But anyway, she made a junk journal for Lincoln, which I've already started writing in. And she made one for Berkeley, which I've got many pages filled in on that one. Many memories of Berkeley and myself. Really nice. Go over there and check Pam's channel out. Hold on a minute. Okay, Pam, the next time you type, you ought to be blue and you can drop your link if you want to. Anybody that's blue can drop your link. I don't think I have one of my people in here that drops links. Testing and x-rays, and they said it was acute bronchitis and starting pneumonia. Oh, I am so sorry, Lori. I am so sorry. How's the weather up there, Lori? Because I know in hot weather, bronchitis and pneumonia are harder to deal with than in the wintertime, which is nothing easy about those two things. Matt had bronchitis. He finally grew out of it because he had RSV when he was 7 weeks old. And they told me that he would have asthma and bronchitis, but he could grow out of it, and he did. But when we used to have to shut the bathroom door and run the shower and get that steam, it can be bad. Everyone's speaking. I got a couple of giveaways that I'm going to do today. It's been a while since I've been able to do giveaways. You know, I was having to go live on YouTube because of my wonderful internet was not working. You know, that excellent company, AT&T, that never does anything wrong. You know, can't imagine, AT&T doing anything wrong. But there's Christina. Hey, how are you? I saw the picture. I saw the news about your daughter and the driver's license. I'm so excited for her. Y'all need to check out Christina's channel. She does little short videos of dumpster diving. Sometimes they're longer. Then she hadn't done a Winnie walk in a minute. So I don't know when she'll start doing that again. She shows her little fur baby a lot. Working on junk journals for, yes, next Friday. Thank you, Pam. Next Friday, Josie and Pam, like once a month, they have, the show is about nothing but junk journals. Okay. That's what if y'all don't know what a junk journal is, let me show y'all. I also got a junk journal from, well, actually two more from Pam. One with sunflowers and one with an owl, because I love owls. But this is a junk journal. She made this for Berkeley. Well, she didn't know she was making it for Berkeley, But I bought it for Berkeley because Berkeley loves birds. She loves to sit out on our at our front door and watch birds. And you open it up and you can see I've already written some things, and it's got a B over here, and I figured, Berkeley, and see all that I've written, memories of the time that Berkeley and I spend together. And I've written, like, behind this one, it says, your favorite color is green. You will be 4 years old on December the 30th. You are beautiful. See, I write something nice on each card. See there? And it goes through here. That's junk journals. But this is the first one I bought, and it was for Berkeley. I figured she could carry this around with her. This one is for Lincoln. It's got frogs on it. I told her I wanted frogs because, I don't know, I've always said Lincoln Log loves frogs. And I made up a song about that. And I've started writing in his. And it just has different pages. And it's got these little, I don't know if you can see it, these little cards. And you can write on the back. Anyway, they make these junk journals on the back. And I got them for my grandbabies, which I got one for me, which Josie made, and it was for it was a faith journal, is what it was, because I'm a Christian and I wanted to write down different things about my faith. And it's very pretty too. But if you didn't know what it was, those are junk journals. Hey, Lucinda, how are you doing? Welcome in. You're welcome, Pam. Went to the doctor Monday to get a different prescription because the one they gave me made me have diarrhea. My blood pressure at doc's office was 90/60, but oxygen was 97. Oh, your blood pressure was low. Yeah, Laura, you better take care of yourself, which I know you are. Angie, go back and read my last comment. Okay. Hold on. All right, you're speaking to people, so I know that's not it. I got another grandbaby on the way. Shh, not announced yet. Congratulations! Yay! Oh my gosh, that's wonderful news. Do you know what month that the babies do? I just tell my kids, keep having them. Keep having them. Gigi and Papa love them. Just have them. I'm so excited, Cynthia. That's wonderful news. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. That has made my day. Yep, has another angel. Okay, I want to. Wow, Angie, that is so great. I want to tell y'all this after I read this comment. Roses are red, violets are blue. We're looking at you with beautiful polished teeth. Oh, thank you, GJ Threeple. Unimagic. How are you? Welcome in. So glad you dropped by today. Welcome to my home. Due in April. That's around Easter. I think probably Easter will come in April. Last year, was it in March or was it in April? Sometimes it's in March and sometimes it's in April. So that's right around Easter. Oh, that's a spring baby. Awesome. Look, last year at Christmas, we only had Berkeley. Taylor was pregnant, but she didn't have Lincoln to the 30th. So she had Lincoln 5 days after last Christmas. So now this Christmas, we don't only have one, we jumped up to three grandbabies at Christmas this year. It's just wonderful. I just love it. Just love it, love it, love it. Okay, y'all don't judge me on this, but this is just what I'm thinking. Okay. Imagine, okay, because in my faith, it said God knows us before we're born, okay? So that tells me I was up in heaven and he sent me, okay? That's in my mind. So he says, okay, it's your turn to descend to heaven, and I'm going to let you choose the family that you want to be a part of. So I'm thinking that we are up there saying, okay, well, I'm going to choose this family, this family, this family. Can you imagine us, doing that? So then he sends us to that certain family that we chose. That, to me, I know that's some weird thinking, but I just think like that. So that baby's up in heaven, and Livy was up in heaven saying, oh, I want to be a part of their family. So he says, okay. So she's conceived, and that's where my imagination just goes. Like I said, don't judge me on it. It's just my mind working. I will be a great aunt in February. Can't wait. Be my first great niece or nephew. Awesome, Lori. Babies bring so much joy to a family if they will just allow it. I mean, there's so much innocence with a child, and so much, and they only know to love you. That's all they know until you teach them something different. All they know is to love you. That's what they do, and it's just amazing. Every time I see one of my grandbabies, now I say grandbabies, but it started with Berkeley. Every time I would see her, no matter what age, Maya will be 3 Saturday. I know. That's amazing. Berkeley will be 4 in December, and Lincoln will be 1 in December. Thanks. They don't want to know the sex. They want to be. That's excellent. That's wonderful. Yeah, time flies, especially when you get my age. Um, my great grandmother's name was Olivia and would have been in my daughter's name if she had been born, but God decided to keep her there with him. But I will see her someday. Oh, Pam, I'm so sorry, but you will see her again one day. You will. You will. There's Picky Nicky. Hey, Nicky, how are you? Every time I see one of my grandbabies, and it started with Berkeley, I have this excitement look on my face, and I always say Berkeley, like I'm always just so excited, which I am always so excited to see her. So when she grows up, she'll be able to say, every time that my Gigi saw me, she was so happy to see me. That's what I want her to remember. I grab her up and I'll say, oh my goodness, I just love you. And you're the most beautiful girl in the world. And you're so smart. And I mean, I just love on her, and just, I just greet my grandbabies like that. Picky Nicky, what you got going on? Y'all need to, and I know y'all know Nikki. Y'all can go over there and visit her channel. Nikki, next time you type, you should be able to drop your link. Yeah, words of affirmation. That's what I do. I mean, just working on my eBay and cooking in between. Ooh, what are you cooking, Nikki? Tell us about it, honey. Tell us what you cooking. We love to hear about food on this channel. We love to hear about food. What kind of food are you cooking? Guess what James cooked last night? Can y'all guess? I don't eat it. But he and Taylor love them. And as soon as he said, guess what I have a taste for, I knew immediately where he was going. I knew immediately what he was about to cook. And when I said it, he said, how did you know that? I said, I've been married to you 37 years. I know. Actually making a pizza casserole today. Super easy and they love it. Ooh, pizza casserole. That sounds good. Yeah, tell us. I'm making fajitas. I love fajitas too. Lucinda said chicken. Y'all guessing pizza roll. Hi, Angie and everyone. Hey, Lindsay Ann, how are you? No. It's something I don't like. Now, y'all might like this. But I have, and my mother used to make this when I was younger, and my grandmother. And salmon patties. I cannot eat salmon patties. I cannot eat them. I don't know if I got a hold of a bad one and it was just that fishy taste. I don't like that. But they look scrumptious. I mean, I'm not kidding. And Taylor got here after work yesterday because I was keeping Lincoln and she's like, Dad, you're really not cooking what I think you're cooking. He said, yeah. And he said, wait around a few minutes and you can take a few of them home because your mom's not going to eat them. And she said, no, I got to get home. So she come by today. Today's her short day at work. She come by today and got the rest of the salmon patties that were left, salmon croquettes or whatever you call them. I have never been able to eat them. Never. Let me go back up. Hey, three good nerds. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome into the conversation. We're on food. We are on food. So, if we're on food, then all is good. I can't do salmon patties, salmon either. I used to until I got sick on them, like meatloaf. Yeah, once I ever get sick on something, I can't. Like, I got sick on, some people make spaghetti just out of just hamburger meat spaghetti, and then some make meatballs, spaghetti with meatballs. Well, I got sick on the meatballs one time. Cannot do meatballs. Cannot do meatballs anymore. They should have called Ray. He loves them. See, I can't, Christina. I can't do it. And I guessed right off the bat. I said, you're making salmon patties, aren't you? How did you know? I said, I just knew by the tone of your voice. Interesting. Thanks for sharing, Vicky Nikki. There's so many choices of food to eat today. Yes. My grandma made salmon patties when I was little, and I just remembered the whole house smelling funky. Yeah. But like I said, they look really good the way he fries them. But then when I bite into it, my palate is just like sad. It's like, why did you do this to me, Angie? You don't like them. Why? And I didn't taste them. But James has always been like this. And I don't know if this comes with just being a cook. He likes to cook. Or if it comes from being from Louisiana. I don't know if everybody's like this. But if he cooks something and you refuse to taste it, he will actually like pout. Like he will get his feelings hurt. Like, what? You don't want to taste what I cook? And it doesn't matter how many times I tell him I don't like that. I don't want that. I'm not in the mood for that. It's sort of like he just gets Well, why couldn't you just taste it? No, I don't want to taste it. But he didn't say anything about the salmon patties last night about me tasting them because he knows I don't like them. I don't like them. That ranks right up there with oatmeal. Me and oatmeal, can't do oatmeal. Bye, Cynthia. Thanks for dropping by and thanks for sharing the news. Have a great day, Cynthia. Oh, I love salmon croquettes. Oh, and James does too. He and Taylor eat them like they were just gold, and I can't. I make them for him sometimes. I used to love them, but can't tolerate them now. They're they're good though. Now let me explain something to you. If I was really in a bad way, and I hadn't eaten in a while, and I was really hungry, yeah, I would probably eat them if I didn't have a choice. It's not my favorite. I don't like it. I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna eat them because if y'all do y'all find this to be true? Do y'all's taste buds change over the years? Like something you used to like, you don't like now, and then something you didn't like, you like now. Have y'all ever found that to be true? I mean, it happens to me a lot, but I have never switched over to salmon patties. DJ Wise stopping by for hello there. Well, hello there. How did you hear about my channel? That's a southern thing. My grandmama and mama were the same way. Oh, about wanting you to taste their food. And if you didn't, it would be kind of, they'll get kind of pouty or offended. If I cook something and you don't want to eat it, I'm like, don't eat it. I like salmon patties, but after eating one or two, the texture gets to me and I can't eat anymore. Yeah, I could see that. By the way, do you like salmon patties? Oh, there's Auntie Mama. Hey, Auntie Mama, we're talking about salmon patties. James cooked those last night, and I don't eat them. Welcome in, Auntie Mama. Good to see you. Y'all need to check out Auntie Mama, but I don't know if y'all are up that early in the morning. But she does do videos, dear. She puts out videos, shorts, and she does go live during the day sometimes. I won't eat them just because the smell traumatized me as a child. I probably would like them, okay. I just can't get to the past the smell memory. But I love seafood. Oh, I love seafood too, Nikki. I absolutely love seafood. I would choose anything that swims over anything on land to eat all the time. If they said, okay, for the rest of your life, you got to either choose swimming, something that swims, or that's in the water, or what's on land. I would definitely choose what was in the water. I mean, I'm just that type of person. Okay, now I don't know this name. I would probably butcher it. Zoo Carmine. Welcome in. I know I just butchered that name. I understand. Yeah. Good night. Thank you for dropping by. Mine changed in the 50s. Things I'd eaten my whole life, I can't tolerate. Very weird. It is weird. I used to gag on mashed potatoes when I was young. Now I love them, and I hated broccoli when I was a kid, but I love it now. You know, I used to, when I was younger, I wouldn't eat squash. I wouldn't eat broccoli. I think it's because all I knew was salt and pepper growing up. That's the only two seasonings that I was ever knew. But I weighed 128 pounds also. Um, my grandmother only cooked with salt and pepper. That was it. No garlic, no nothing. So there was a lot of things that wasn't good because they wasn't seasoned enough. Then I met James, and oh boy, I was introduced to spice. He he and his family put some names of spices I had never even heard of my entire life. The names of some of these spices. I understand that everyone has their favorite seafood that they prefer over others. Yes, yes, a couple of them, and I am good. Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you? Not to offend anyone, but I don't care for octopus. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever try. I don't know if I'll ever try that. You're offended. You don't want to offend anyone. I don't care. I've never tried octopus. Never tried it. I might would try it if somebody cooked it properly, but I wouldn't know if it was cooked properly or not. I don't know. Auntie Mama says she loves seafood. I dislike octopus and squid. Now my daughter likes squid. Texturally, they make me wanna puke. It's something about texture with all of us. I think that's the way it is with oatmeal. When I put oatmeal in my mouth or coconut, the grains of coconut, and I put the like you have a coconut cake and you have those little pieces of coconut on that cake. I can't. It's the texture in my mouth. I can't do that. Can't. I'm Hungarian. My family used paprika on everything and salt and pepper. Look, I was reading the other day. Do y'all know what paprika is? Where it comes from? I had no idea what plant or what food it comes from. I and I even asked James, and he's Mr. Jeopardy, and he didn't even know this answer. And I was just happened to be reading something the other day and read this. Paprika is comes from tomatoes, and I didn't know that. I had no idea, but it makes sense. It's red. I mean, no, I don't like squid, and I don't like octopus, but I like fish, shrimp, and crab. Oh yes, you got it going now, Auntie Mama. Yeah, a lot of foods affect me like that. The texture just makes me want to spit it out immediately. Oh, I know. In seventh grade, my teacher brought a cooked octopus and cut each of us a piece. I got the piece with a suction cup and I stuck it on the underside of the. That's funny, Pam. That is funny. That's probably what I would have done. That's probably what I would have done. That's funny. And another thing I find out the older I get about food, it's like my taste buds are dying. It's like, they say this happens with a smoker. Like they smoke a lot and they don't their taste buds they can't taste. I don't know if that's true or not. But the older I've gotten, I figured out I don't have the strong taste of things like I used to. So I have to even spice my food up even more to be able to enjoy it because I really can't taste it. I don't know if it's the medication I take. It could be the medication I take or but food does not taste like it did. Let's say, especially when I was younger, food doesn't taste the same. Coke does not even taste the same. Fast food restaurants do not even taste the same. Take KFC, for example. That chicken does not taste the same as it did when I was growing up. But can you imagine catching an octopus to eat? I don't think I could do it. And I want y'all to know this. I watched a documentary on octopus, and they are intelligent creatures. They are really smart. And I thought, oh, they know that you're killing them when you kill them. because they're really intelligent. Now they're the ugliest things ever, but they're really intelligent creatures. And I had no idea. To look at them, you would have thought they don't even have a brain. They just float around under the ocean, and they just, you know, stick into everything, and just they're just nasty and slimy. And but really, as far as this documentary was talking about, they're really intelligent, and I had no idea. There are foods that just don't taste the same as when I know, Pam. I was not about to put that in my mouth. I don't blame you. Especially as a child. Can you imagine the child looking at like, I'm not eating that. All of them legs or tentacles moving around in the water would mess with me. I know they would me too. I was tricked into trying fried squid from a lady I used to work with. She wouldn't tell me what it was till I tried it, and I actually liked it. She said if I told you what it was, you wouldn't have tried it. Is that calamara? Calamara? Is that squid? Is that what it's called? Calamara? I think that's the name of it. Uh, that's the way my sister was with deer meat. The squishiest head would mess with me. I know. Lori said, I said, no, I wouldn't have. You're absolutely right. There's something wrong with the taste. Yes. Fried squid is not bad if I've had it in Korean food. Well, hey, living with my best life. Welcome in. I've changed a lot of my ingredients to the food we ate as kids. The recipes aren't the same, like Oreos and Coke. Yeah, not the same. Calamari, yes. Um, so the deer story. My sister, you know, since I've been married to James, he's hunted deer, and we've lived off deer. And actually, it's helped me with my autoimmune disease because it's not processed, and it's just it's lean, and it's been good. And now I cannot eat anything else but deer. I don't really like regular hamburger meat anymore because I'm so used to deer meat. Well, my sister used to say, oh, I've never eaten deer. I wouldn't eat deer. I'm not eating deer, blah, 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 blah. Well, she would come to my house, and we would either have chili, tacos, something that was hamburger. Had she been thinking, she would have thought, now, is this deer? She would just eat it up. I mean, just eat it, eat it, eat it. And we would say something about deer. She would, while she was eating it, oh, I would never eat deer. And we would just laugh on the inside and look at each other like she does not have a clue. She is eating deer meat right now. So most of the time it's up here. If you get a good processor and you know how to process the deer and it don't have that wild taste, you really can't tell the difference if you don't know. Except it is leaner. But of course we have to add fat to it. An octopus intelligent and don't have a brain. There's a thought for the day, and now I'm thinking about it. Squidward from SpongeBob SquarePants all of a sudden. Yeah. Hey, Shaz, welcome in. It's so good to see you. Y'all, Shaz, I can't hardly catch her lives. I mean, she goes live in the mornings. Well, I think she took some time off, if I'm not mistaken. But she goes on these fabulous walks. And, of course, she's from another country. And she shows all the beauty over there. And you need to, if you don't haven't checked her out, y'all need to check her out. And her voice, and she's just really, really a nice person. My family was all big hunters. I processed more deer and elk and pronghorn, etc., than most people. Oh, oh yeah. Do you watch Shaz, Katrina? Christina. I have a best friend called Katrina. Um, I've been married to James 37 years, so he has been hunting that many years with me. As a matter of fact, October 1 starts hunting season again. But since he's gotten older, he's not so mad at him, and he don't get up every single day. I mean, when we were first married and had our kids and they were young, from October 1 to January 31st, when he wasn't working, he was hunting from daylight to dark every day. And he wouldn't know how the lights stayed on, how his clothes got washed, who cooked the next meal. I mean, all he was focused on was hunting. And yeah, it got aggravating at times. It really did. But now he's not so mad. He don't hunt like he used to. But he still brings home deer. And I think I told y'all this. We have muscadine vines down here that we made jelly out of. They look like grapes, but they're called muscadines. And James put one of his cameras down there because something was eating the muscadines. He said, I think deer are coming up at night eating the muscadines. So, of course, it's does and fawns. He showed me last night. He said, we got a new doe at the muscadine vine. I said, no way. He turned his phone around, showed me the deer. Huge doe coming up eating the muscadine vines down there. And I was like, wow. So they're out. The difference between store-bought and wild food is massive. Yes. Yes, it is. They do say that deer meat is good too. Oh, deer meat. I love deer meat. But you got to know how to process it, and you got to know how to cook it. Because, see, I had experienced deer meat before I married James. And the person that prepared the deer meat didn't know how to prepare it, and it still had that wild taste. And it turned me against it. It was just like, no, I can't. Well, I married James, and he killed his first deer after we were married. And he was like, I'm cooking such and such. I said, okay, cook what you want, but I'm not going to eat it because I had a bad experience with it, and I really don't like it because it has a wild taste to it. He said, no. You just hadn't had somebody to prepare it the right way. And he said, if I cook it, will you try it? And I said, okay, I'll try it. And I tried it. He actually cooked a roast. But before he cooked this roast, he soaked it in milk and for like 2 or 3 days. And I don't remember what else he did to it. But when he cooked it, I could not even tell the difference, really. It was really tender. And oh, let me tell you, the tenderloin of the deer, oh, excellent. That's the part you really want, is the tenderloin. But deer season starts October 1, but he's not going to hunt very long in October because our granddaughters do October the 17th, and there's no way he's going to miss that. So he won't hunt very long in October before we'll have the baby, or Matt and Haley will have the baby, and whatever we need to do to go help them. I don't know if we'll stay at home with Berkeley and while they're at the hospital, or if they'll want Berkeley at the hospital and then send her home. See, because when Berkeley was born, that bad thing that was going around in 2020 that everybody had to wear the mask for, we couldn't go to the hospital. But of course, she wanted her mama there, and you can't blame her. Everybody wants their mama when they're having a baby if you have a good mama. And it was Haley and Matt and Haley's mama at the hospital. And James and I waited at their house with Bella and Booker, their pets. So there's a technique to cook it. Yes, it is. Gotta go. Ready for the Bible study. It was fun stopping in. Blessings out. Bye, Pam. Love you. I'll see you Friday. I dislike duck meat. I've never tasted duck meat. I've never tasted duck meat. I like, I love it. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something else. I don't like duck, and I don't like. Hold on a minute. Oh, it's a bird. I don't like quail. You know, these men go quail hunting, and they gonna cook quail. I don't like quail. And y'all, let me tell y'all this. I don't like rabbit. Now, this is stuff that I'm gonna tell you that if I get in a bind and I'm hungry and that's the last thing I have, of course I'm gonna eat it. But I'm gonna have to be really, really hungry. Okay. But my husband, he even talks about eating squirrel. No, 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 no. I mean, these little squirrels run around my front yard that I enjoy watching play in my yard, okay? Little bitty, precious little animals. And James will be out there with Berkeley and he'll say, "Look, Berkeley, there goes a pot of gravy." And I'm like, "You better not touch my squirrels," which he wouldn't, because you can't really shoot a weapon in town, which he wouldn't do that anyway. But he always jokes around because he knows that gets to me when he says stuff like that. Like, "Look, Berkeley, there's a pot of gravy. We can eat that squirrel." And I said, "Don't tell that baby that. You cannot. You cannot do that." But he's just joking. The fish keeper, the Tennessee fish keeper, come in. No for me. And I'll tell you something else that people love that I don't really care to eat. I will eat it, but I don't really care to, and that's turkey. You know, when we have a holiday like Thanksgiving or Christmas, I want ham. I don't want turkey. I don't want turkey. Not that turkey has a bad taste. I just I just don't want turkey. I just don't. Oh, I don't care for it. But you can tell that I don't eat enough, right? I mean, I eat probably a lot more than I should. It's hard to believe that I'm a picky eater. But I wouldn't say that I was that picky because if it comes down to it, I will eat it. But it's just what I'm saying to you, it's like I prefer it and don't prefer it. I've been burnt out on eating turkey for years. Too many years of making them, I guess. Yeah. Duck meat looks different than chicken meat to me. But they but that is two different birds, so what am I talking about? Yeah, I don't really care for duck. But people will act like duck is the end all of end all. I guess it's how you prepare it. I don't know. Turkey is all I need. I love turkey most of all. I'm having collard greens and smoked turkey legs tonight. Wow. I love greens. Well, hey, Claudette, welcome in. How are you? Good to see you. Glad you made it. Yeah, I was going to send you a message over Messenger when I saw you in the auction today, and I said, well, I really don't want to interrupt her going to auction, so I'll just go live and see if she sees me. And you did. But we're talking about food, Claudette. We're talking about different types of meat that we eat, types of meat we don't eat, um, things in the ocean that we eat and don't eat. Now, I used to not like lobster because I had a bad experience with it. Because if you overcook it, it gets real rubbery, you know. And the first time I had lobster, it was overcooked, and it turned me away from it. I was like, no, this tastes like eating a rubber band. I'm not eating this. And then the next time that I tried lobster, It was fine. So it really depends on who's preparing the food, really. Lori's back. Welcome back, Lori. I'm waiting for someone to say they enjoy off awful. What is that? I don't even know if I know what that is. Thank you, Claudette. Uh, they always have said that there's a certain way to prepare a duck meal too. Well, I haven't found a duck, and I have tried duck several different times with several different people preparing it. Because when I worked at the bank, we would always have a Christmas party, and they would always try to be uptown and have the best foods or whatever, and they would serve duck or whatever, and ugh, that wasn't my thing. I might not do the snack neighbor thing because I won't be able to chat with your neighbors. Okay, okay, come on in and enjoy yourself. A lot of stuff looks like there's a certain way to prepare it to make it taste good. I watch a lot of cooking channels that prepare a lot of different things. And a lot of it I would try, and a lot of it I would not try. Like this, organ meats. Well, I do eat chicken livers. Now, I love chicken livers, fried chicken livers, if they are just right out of the oil, still hot. Now, once they get cold, I don't want them. But I like chicken. I like chicken livers. I do like chicken liver. Now, beef liver, no, no. I don't know how many times I can say no to that, but no. Have a great day. I have to make dinner for Mom. I'm a caretaker. Well, you ought to have some good ideas, Tennessee fish keeper. We've just been talking about a lot of different foods. You have a great day, hon. Years ago, meat was so much better than nowadays. Nothing added to it, all fresh and delicious. My brother and I used to eat ground beef out of package roll. Nowadays, forget it. I know it's so much like they pump it full of steroids. They got so many things, and that's the thing. We get our cow butchered from one of our friends that has cattle, and we send it to the processor to get our cattle. Uh, that's how we get our steaks and hamburger meat and everything that comes from a cow. We have our own cow processed. For one thing, it's because of my health. For another thing, it's so much in it, just like these big, huge chickens that you go to the store and buy. I like to have the little small chickens to fry. Those big chickens that you get, that the chicken breast is as big as your thigh. I mean, it's huge. That's because they pumped them full of steroids. I don't want that. My grandma loved fried beef liver and onions. Well, I love onions on anything, but I just cannot eat beef liver. I can't eat liver. My grandmother made it so nasty. We had to smother it in ketchup to eat it. I imagine you did. It has to me, beef liver has because it has so much iron in it, it has it has such a strong taste to it. Almost, it's bitter, but like a metal taste. You know what I'm saying? That's what it tastes like to me. Of course, it also depends on the person that you're preparing the meal for and what their taste is. The saga is trying to figure out a good taste that will suit everyone's taste. It's very challenging. Yes, it is. Next time, please let me know. I just had the auction on and going through some jewelry. I wanted to be here, silly. I will. I'll let you know. I cannot eat liver because I ate lots as a child. now. Oh yeah, that's the way James feels about peas. It's got to be cooked right with bacon and onions, bacon and onions. Oh, okay. I would eat beef liver when I was pregnant. It was iron. Yes, it has a lot of iron in it. A lot of iron. Very much. That's it. That's it. That's the word. Bacon. Yeah, I figured that out. Okay, now y'all let me throw this at y'all. And I don't know how y'all feel about this. And I'm about to do a giveaway after I tell y'all this. What about, all right, I'm going to ask y'all this if y'all like this. My daughter cannot stand it, but we ate a lot of this as a child, okay? And she's like, Mama, how did y'all eat that? But spam, okay? How do y'all feel about spam? You know, in Hawaii, that's the big thing is spam. But my daughter and son, they will not eat spam. They will not eat potted meat. They will not eat, well, they'll eat Vienna sausage, but they won't eat. And see, I love potted meat. I'll eat that. I like spam. I don't eat it a lot. I don't really care for it as much as I did when I was a child. But Laura said, I love spam. Yes, bacon does make everything better. You're right. Chicken livers for me. Oh, I didn't mind it as a child, but now, no way. Will I buy it or eat it? I don't buy it now. I hadn't eaten it in years, but for me to tell my daughter that we used to tell Taylor that we used to eat it, she's like, Mama, no way. I mean, this is what I would literally do as a child. I would open that can of spam and she would say, Mama, please tell me that you cooked it. And I wouldn't cook it and I would slice it and put it on a sandwich. Now, I know y'all probably going to judge me for that, but I mean, I would eat that. But that's just the way I was brought up. And she would just almost get sick by me telling her that. Um, oh, my mom gave us so much spam as a kid. She did them with cloves like a ham. I hate spam now. Spam and eggs. I like chicken livers. It's hard. It's not that bad. She should watch how wieners are made. Then she'll never eat those. Our daughter-in-law will not eat hot dogs. She will not even let Berkeley have a hot dog. She will not eat hot dogs. I ate it like that too, Angie. Texturally, hot dogs are a no for me. Yuck. Now I'll tell you something I do like. I like a hot dog with slaw on it. And they call it a slaw dog. Now I will eat that. But we don't have hot dogs here very often. We don't eat hot dogs anymore. Not often at all. Us either, but have if guests have them, we will. Yeah. I mean, I try not to think about it to tell you the truth. Okay, we're gonna do a giveaway. Let's see what we got. We have got no, I don't mean sauerkraut. Mm-mm. I mean slaw, like coleslaw. I like sauerkraut too. I like Reuben's, and Reuben's have sauerkraut. I ate spam every way you can. It was delicious, but now absolutely not. I can't tolerate pork at all. Spam and eggs, spam sandwich, spam and grits. I've had it all. Coleslaw? Yes, coleslaw. All right, we're gonna do a giveaway. We're gonna give away. We're gonna have a choice. Um, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? going to be a choice of 3 things. And you get to choose one of them. Yeah, I like bologna. I do. Sometimes I'll eat that over ham, like a ham sandwich. Which I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not a fan of sandwiches. I do not care for sandwiches at all. I do not like sandwiches. I will eat sandwiches, but I'm really not a fan of sandwiches. Corned beef. I like that corned beef hash. Yeah, but I hadn't had it in years though. I used to eat it as a child, but I don't eat it now. Oh yeah, lots of camping trips with corned beef hash and eggs. Yeah. Yes, Lori, I prefer the real, but have bought the canned beef, corned beef. Love it. Ooh, coleslaw. Got me thinking now about some homemade Now, I can tell you, I can make some great coleslaw. I can. My family goes crazy over it. Oh, blood pudding. Never had it. Never had that, Claudette. Never had that. I like coleslaw, but not sweetened. Same with potato salad, no sugar, please. I can make some very good coleslaw. My family, they won't even hardly order coleslaw anywhere that we go because they'll say, "Mama, it's not yours. It doesn't taste right." But anyway, we have this keychain that's got this little hummingbird on it. That's going to be a giveaway. And then we have this. It's got a barrel clasp on it, and at the end, it's got. I don't know. I don't know if that's real turquoise or not, but it's sort of like gunmetal. Sort of like gunmetal, and it has. I think they call that a. Let me get it up here. A barrel clasp. I think that's what they call that. So we're going to have a choice of the keychain or the necklace. Y'all got a good chance of winning. It's not very many people in here. We are slowly dwindling. Yeah, it is nice. All right. So since there's not very many people in here, we don't care. It's us, and we're having a good time. Uh, let's say 1 through 15. One through 15. Have my hey sis Angel, how are you? Welcome in. You doing okay? That means I got to get a white ball because see what this one. There's a white one. There we go. I won't look at the number. I'll just hold it in my hand. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. All right. So I don't have to worry about very many people entering because there's not very many people here. I'm so bummed that I missed most of your live stream. Oh, I'm not ready to go off yet. Play your number. Everyone play your number. I didn't know if I was going to go live. The reason I didn't put a thumbnail up is because I didn't know if I was going to go live today or tomorrow. And I figured if I put a thumbnail up saying Wednesday, I wouldn't be able to do it. And then it would have to be canceled, and that would confuse everybody. And I just said, well, I'll do a pop-up. So, all right, let's put the word in. Everybody's done. All right, who's the lucky winner? Y'all got a very good chance. It's not very many of y'all. And the number is 5. 5. 5. Did anybody put 5? It looks like GJ Threeple won it. I think that's the first time he's ever won anything on my channel. Congratulations. You win it. Do you want the keychain or the necklace? The keychain has a hummingbird on it. That's so pretty. And then the necklace. That's pretty too. Which one do you want? Let me put my email in here so you can let me know where to send it. Let me see if I put that right. We got a message on our phone that it's time for our eye checkup. We were supposed to go back in April, and we've been so busy with me having my surgery and going back and forth to doctors, and we just hadn't had a chance to go to the eye doctor. But you can see me doing this, like, looking closer. So I know that I'm going to have stronger glasses. But last year I didn't. They had stayed the same. All right. Did he say, which one do you want? GJ Threeple? Did he say? Keychain. Okay. There's my email. Just send me your mailing information so I can get this to you. Let me write your name on it so I won't forget. I plan on doing another one before my live is over with. There we go. Got your name on it. I still need to pick out my frame and lens. Gotta go. Gotta start making dinner. Love and blessings to. Okay, Unimagic. Thank you for dropping by. So, what's y'all's plans for the rest of the week? What do y'all got planned? A friend of mine is supposed to come over tomorrow afternoon. She hasn't visited me in about a month. She used to come like every other week, but I've had surgery and it's just been a lot going on. She's supposed to come by tomorrow afternoon. James is on his 7 days, working days and not nights. He'll work 7 days straight. Well, actually, it'll be 8 because he worked overtime today because one of his friends needed to have off because he was having a colonoscopy done, and that, how they do the upper GI and then they do the colonoscopy all at once. He was having that done, so James went in to work for him. And so actually he'll work 8 days. Yeah, I might. I might, yeah. Which I might do that next week. I might do that next week because I've been thinking about it. Oh, hold on just a minute. I got you. Um, yeah, sometimes like last time I had a live, um, I had a live and I had quite a few in here last week. I think it was 20 something, but I think it was on a Thursday and it wasn't a Wednesday. But yeah, it is. I think because I didn't put a thumbnail up, and when I put a thumbnail up, I get a bigger crowd. I missed that one birthday party. Yeah. Um, this is just like a pop up. People, um, people didn't know that I was going live. But you know what? I said a prayer before I went on today, and I said, Lord, whoever's supposed to be in my life today, let them be there. Just send them over. And you're here, and whoever's here, I'm going to enjoy you while you're here, and we're going to have a good time. I don't know if y'all heard me say this, but after I get through doing um, this live, I'm going to do. I checked out your community page this morning, but I should have went back to check. Oh no, I didn't have it on my community page. Um, I'm going to do a review of the junk journal that Josie did for Libby. I'm going to do a video and show it. It's beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then I'm going to do my neighborhood chat video because James is working and I'm going to go outside sometime today. And I can get a lot done when he's at work than when he's at home. Which yesterday when I had Lincoln, he was a big help to me when I had Lincoln. James was. Lincoln's getting to the age now where he's crawling. He's sitting up, of course, and he's just more active. And Taylor had to bring the big, huge playpen. I mean, it almost is the size of my living room. Because I told her, I said, it's not fair to him that I can't walk. And he's going to be able to. And I don't want to pin him into a small area where he don't feel like he can, have move around like he should. And you need to bring something out here for him to be able to, move around without him getting behind a chair and I can't get him out, you know, or him not come to me. You know how kids will get behind something, you'll say, come here, and they'll think it's a game and they won't come to you. And see, I don't want that to happen, or get under a table. And so she was off Monday. I only had him yesterday. And so James stayed around here at the house all day. He cut the grass. He cut our two neighbors, their grass. And hey, Nora, the Stark Explorer, the cool kid of the block. I'm thinking about you, honey bun. Welcome in. I've been right where you are, dear. Yeah, I won't say anything about it, but y'all say a little prayer for Nora. She is having a hard time today. It's a difficult thing. If she wants to share it, she will. If not, just remember her in your prayers. This is what this community is all about. It's keeping each other close to your heart and in your mind, and not condemning one another and putting each other down. And oh gosh, let's not compete against each other for sure. Let's not be jealous of one another or envious or mad at each other. Thank y'all for sending up those prayers for Nora. Thank y'all very much. But anyway, did y'all say what y'all were going to do for the next few days? I don't know who all was in here, but I was saying that on the 28th of September, we're having a baby shower for Livy. And all the things that I've got from my YouTube people and the things that I have gotten from auctions would be the whole shower. I mean, she wouldn't have to get anything else. But it's not a real huge thing. We only invited like 20 people. We're going to have it indoors here at my house instead of outdoors. And it's going to be like a real small, you say to yourself, it's going to be small. But then it turns out it gets bigger and bigger. I don't know if that ever happens to y'all. But we only sent out very limited invitations. Because she has a lot of the stuff. She has a lot of the stuff, but a lot of the clothes, and I don't know if y'all have me on Facebook or not, but a lot of the clothes has a B on it for Berkeley. A lot of Berkeley's clothes has her initial, so she won't be able to use any of that because it'd have to be her name's going to be Olivia, but they're going to call her Livy, Livvy. So her initial will be L, and of course that's far from being a B. But she does have other clothes that this baby could wear that doesn't have an initial on it. But Taylor was just here and we were talking about what all we were having, and we've already got everything planned. And Taylor said, I'm going now to get the it's not this Saturday but next Saturday. She said, I'm going to get the stuff for the punch. And we're having that's right, and it's only a few weeks away for the baby to come on the 17th of October. Yep. We're having the ginger ale and the white grape juice punch. That's the punch that we're having. And then my cousin's daughter has a little business where she makes cakes and cupcakes and all kind of sweets. And she's going to make the cake. And Haley's mom and her sister are bringing a fruit tray. And then I have somebody else bringing spinach dip and a cheese ball. And we're going to make little sandwiches. But it's from 2 to 3:30. So it's going to be after lunch and before supper. So we don't really have to have like a lot of heavy food. This is going to be like finger foods. And so that's not this Saturday, but next we'll have that. And yes, that's right. Olivia James. That's right. Yes, I love how I brought James' name in as Jaymes. Yeah. I think I told y'all this, but Haley's grandfather's name was James also. And they called him Jay. Her grandfather Jay. So when they were wanting the name, they said, we'll name him James, name her James, and we'll add a Y, and we'll name for both my grandfather and James. So now James has 2 grandbabies named after him. Hello, Judy May. How are you? Welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. Good to see you. I'm glad you made it. Welcome in. What have you been doing? How's everything with you? You been doing okay? Um, of course, everybody here knows Judy May, I'm sure, and she cooks for us. She has a fur baby named Jackson, which we call him Jax. She goes outside and does videos of the outside. She does shout out. She cooks. She does live sometimes. I mean, she just does a lot on her channel. Sounds like a famous actress. Olivia James. Livy James. Starring Livy James and Berkeley Scott. And Lincoln James pulling up the rear. He's gonna have a time. Lincoln is gonna have a time when they get a little bit older and they come to visit. Lincoln is gonna be like the middle child. You know, it's gonna be Berkeley, then Lincoln, then Livy, and him being the only boy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be something else. And that time is gonna be right around Easter. Well, not this Easter because Libby won't be but November, December, January, February, March, about 6 months old. So it won't be this Easter. But the next Easter, they'll all be running around. But Lincoln will be old enough, he'll be walking, and he'll be old enough to kind of understand about eggs and, he won't get it, but he'll know that we're doing something special, but he won't get it till the next year. That to me, that's what makes holidays is the kids. Everybody speaking. Yeah, the children are what make the holidays to me. Before we had Berkeley, there were, I don't know, 4 or 5 years that I didn't even put up a Christmas tree. I only put up a little small one of those breakable trees that has the lights all around it. They were back in the 70s, had the little light sticking out all around it. I would have that and a few decorations. But once Berkeley came, oh no, we're putting up a tree. We're going to all decorate it. I mean, it started all over. I mean, we're going to start doing some things. We got a little baby in the house. We got to have a Christmas tree. We got the train going around the tree now. We got stockings, which we always had stockings. I never quit putting stockings up. But now we got to add Olivia to the fireplace, and I don't know where we're going to put them because our fireplace is getting so full. I don't know what we're going to do. All right, let me see who came in. Hey, Purple, how are you? Welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. Happy Wednesday. That's right. How's your ankle doing? I sure hope it's better by now. Whose ankle? What happened? Whose ankle? Did I miss it? Whose it was? I'm so glad y'all decided to come over and visit. I'm going to do one more giveaway in just a little bit before I get off my live chat. And I've already done one, and GJ34 won it. He never has won anything on my channel. And he won a hummingbird keychain. Isn't that pretty? It's on both sides too. Pretty. But y'all, the holidays are here. I mean, I hate to tell y'all. Oh, Purple. Yeah, that's right. I knew that. Thank you. I knew that. How is it, Purple? How are you doing? Our son and granddaughter are coming to visit October 13th to the 19th. We're so excited. It's been a while. Our daughter came down a couple of weeks ago. I'm so happy for you, Claudette. I am so happy that your children are coming to see you. That just warms my heart. I am so happy for you. I get X-ray tomorrow to see where I'm on at on healing. Then hopefully I get to take off the boot. Thank you for asking. Oh, I've wore the boot before when I broke my ankle and I had to have 10 pins and 2 plates in it. Oh, that's not fun. I couldn't even put pressure on it for I don't know how many weeks. No pressure at all. And I didn't weigh near about as what I weigh now when I broke my ankle. I only weighed about 178, 79 pounds, when I broke my ankle. Now, if I had to put pressure on, I can't imagine what my ankles go through now with all this weight. When I stand up, it's not good. Yeah, I hope the X-rays come out. Yes, with a very good report. I'm with Judy May. When you break a bone, it's never the same anymore. Never. Look, I want to tell y'all something. All right, when I got my last pacemaker, my scar is way down here. Wait, let me see. Way down here. Okay? And I never noticed that my pacemaker was there. Never knew it, never felt it, never knew anything. Well, this new doctor put it way up here. There's my scar right there. And when I go like this, like move my arm like this, I can feel it. I can feel that battery pack right there. When I reach over like this, I can feel it. It's the weirdest feeling in the world. I don't know why he put it up that high. I don't know I don't know. But I was telling James, I said, he's not going back in there and changing it. I'll just have to get used to it being as high as it is. It's up here. And he hurt this shoulder. I mean, I don't know what he did to this shoulder bone, but it is so sore. But I know before he put me to sleep, he was mashing to see how far away to get to be able to put the battery pack right there. Oh my gosh. And I didn't realize it was going to stop me from moving my arm, but I can feel it. But when it was down here, I couldn't feel it. Yeah. I don't know if it's normal or not. I don't know if it's supposed to be that high or they just make that decision when they go to put it in. But Dr. Fike put it down here. And I never even knew that it was there. But up here, I know it's there, especially if I move a certain way, move my arm a certain way, I can feel it hit that battery pack inside my body. I know, it is. It's my bone, yeah. My shoulder replacement is loose again. I got to make an appointment for the scan, the C scan. Oh, we won't even talk about the C scan. I'm sorry that you got to go through that, Angel. I am so sorry. You're welcome, Purple. You're welcome. Hey, Shanika, what you doing, girl? What you doing? Glad you made it. I'm so bummed. I can't get my 2 total knee replacements until my sugar levels are down. The sugars are up cause of lymphedema swelling and on and off infections. I don't know what can be done. All right, so you can't get your knee replacements till you. All right, let's see. Your sugar. I can't get the total knee replacement until my sugars are down. So how high is your sugar been, if you don't mind me asking? It looks like you do take a medication for that, don't you, Claudette? Wait. Oh, you're at work. Okay. We'll talk quietly. Shh. Shanika's at work. Let's be quiet. We don't want her to get caught. Until my sugars are under 8. What have they been running? See, I don't know about sugar levels. I've thought about getting my sugar checked, which they do when they draw blood, but it's never shown out of whack. Um, but I think sometimes I do have my sugar does go up, and then sometimes I think it goes down. When you take steroids, as long as I have, you develop some sugar problems. See, by you saying under 8, I don't know what that means. 14 to 16? Oh, that's almost double. Yeah, I have one of those purple, and yes, but I quit it yesterday. Oh gosh, nobody can touch me. Oh, I know. Claudette, James will my right since I've had my pacemaker surgery, I don't hardly show any fluid in my ankles and my legs. It went down tremendously, okay? But the reason I was having lymphedema is because I was in congestive heart failure and my heart wasn't pumping like it should. So once I got my heart pumping right, the fluid start coming off. Well, I have neuropathy in my feet, and my right foot has foot drop. And James will start trying to move the fluid from the top of my foot down out of my body up toward my knees, and he will start rubbing them. They are so tender that you can hardly. When he does, I'm just about ready to scream out loud because it hurts. It's so tender. So if your legs are like that, Claudette, I completely understand you not being able to take it. Oh yeah, I get you. I eat clean. It's the swelling that brings the sugar up. Well, then my sugar, it's the swelling that brings the sugar up. Are you able? I don't think you're able to prop your legs up, are you? To get the fluid off, are you? Do you take a fluid pill to help with the fluid? A1C level. That's right, Teresa. Hey, welcome in. Oh, A1C. Now I have heard of that. How are you, Teresa? Welcome in. I can't hardly stand him touching them. And if I bump it up against something, or if one of my children like happen to bump anything below my knee or to my feet, it just hurts so bad. Yeah, sugar levels are tricky. Well, I don't know. The standard, the American Medical Society, is anything under 5 is good. It's crazy. I had a chance twice, but Paul had lung cancer, and then the next time I had cellulitis. Yeah, cellulitis is not fun at all. I can't prop because both my knees are bone to bone. I can't even I can't even imagine that. It sounds like it, Claudette, that it's not an easy task if you have other health issues. Yep. Is that my sugar levels? I hope not. I have liver disease too. I have that. I have an enlarged liver. Yep, it pooches out right here on this side. My liver does. Yep. all because of my autoimmune disease. A healthy diet with fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein can help stabilize blood sugar levels. 6.5 here in Canada. Oh, okay. Claudette, it's a wonder they don't have you in the hospital. My legs are wrapped around with infection. It was my legs were wrapped around with infection. It was crazy. I'm done with dumb doctors not know what they're doing. Oh yeah, don't get me started on that because we could do 3 hours on just that subject alone. It's just crazy. I eat hold on. I eat fermented foods and stay away from sugar. I wear compression every day. Yeah, I do too. I wear compression stockings even now when my legs are not even swelling as much as they did before I got my pacemaker because it seems in my mind, and I don't know if this is true, that if I bump it, it doesn't hurt as bad if I have my stockings on. Now, that may not be true. It may be just in my mind, but I'm thinking that it is true. They almost killed me until I got to the infectious disease center and they said so. Mm. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. I won't stay in the hospital, Jeannie Mae. I know it's not fun. It's not fun. See, when I had my pacemaker, they said it was going to be an outpatient, I was so concerned it was going to end up like it was the last time I went to the hospital. I went to the emergency room because I was retaining so much fluid. The next thing you know, I'm in the hospital 2 months. I mean, I did not want it to end up like that when I went for this little outpatient procedure on my heart. And the next thing you know, I'm in the hospital because they said, oh, if he feels like he needs to keep you, he will. And all I could see was, oh my gosh, he's going to keep me. That's what I was thinking. And Matt was like, yeah, Mama, he's probably going to keep you because you're probably going to have some physical therapy come to the house and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, I'm going to do everything I can. When he says get up after that surgery, I'm getting up out of that bed. I don't care how many people it takes for me to get up. I'm getting up. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna walk somewhere because I do not want to go back in the hospital. So I can understand about not wanting to go back in the hospital. It's not fun. I eat out of our garden, all organic. I better be dying to go to the hospital. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. But when I got there, I just started getting worse. And that's because they didn't look at the medicine that I was taking on a daily basis and just stopped all of it. And then when they stopped all my medication, which I was on a steroid, and you can't stop steroids just cold turkey. Everybody knows that. I think they just didn't look. And when I stopped that steroid, I just throwing up. I couldn't figure out. I was just throwing up. And they wouldn't let me leave the hospital as much as I was throwing up. And they couldn't figure it out. Finally, after a month or so, my doctor comes in, looks at me and goes, like, I don't know. I don't know why you're throwing up. He sat down beside me, grabbed my hand, sat down there, and he said, I don't know what else I can do. Which I can respect a doctor like that. I really can. He said, I don't know what else to do. And I said, will you do me a favor? And he said, anything at this point. I said, will you get him to start my steroid back? And at that time, I didn't realize that it would make me that sick coming off the steroid without weaning off of it. But I put in my mind, that's what's making me sick, is I was taking off my steroid. He said, what? I said, will you put me back on my steroid? He said, what steroid? I said, when I came into this hospital, I was on a steroid. He said, oh no. And I said, yeah. Well, they hadn't charted it in the chart. Well, he didn't know it. So when I told him that, he said, I'll get you started today. I took 2 doses of steroids and I never threw up again. Never threw up again. So when you go in the hospital, you better be careful about getting your med. And I told James this time, we went to do my heart, my pacemaker. I said, I'm carrying my medication in my purse. And when I tell you to give me a dose, and you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to let them call the pharmacy and get your medicine started and all that. But if they're not, they can't stop my steroid without me getting sick. And I said, I'm just going to keep taking it till they get the pharmacy at the hospital to give me my medication. I'm not going to get in that situation again. Nurses were here 8 weeks last spring. I will also do what they say if they know what they're doing. Hey, Dee, how are you doing? Welcome in. Dee, when are you having another sale? When are you having another sale, Dee? Let's see. Oh, let's see. You can drop your link or whatever you need to, Dee. If you're Dee is, I think she's only going to do once a week sales, but she's going to be on with other. She's going to collaborate with other people. I think that's what she said. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dee. For neuropathy in feet, wash your feet daily with warm water and dry them thoroughly. Check your feet for cuts, blisters, or calluses. Wear soft, loose socks and well-fitting padded shoes. Yes. I don't know if y'all have ever experienced neuropathy, but let me tell y'all something. Lord have mercy. You were yes, I was withdrawing. And they never even picked up on it. Never. They would bring food to my room, breakfast, lunch, supper, and I would go, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I couldn't take the smell or nothing. And they had, those little bags that they've invented now in the hospital that's got the little green or whatever color, and you can just throw up. I just couldn't. And then I got scared. I had done that so much. I got scared I was going to do something to my esophagus. I had thrown up so much. And y'all, the worst thing that I ever hated to do growing up was throw up. I would rather do anything than to throw up. I would suppress it. I can't stand it. And then, yeah, it was pretty bad. So you be careful when you get admitted into a hospital. And make sure they have all your information. Let's just say ignorant, really, at the fact that they missed that. Yeah, that they are Satan, I'm telling you, but I need them. Yes, you do. All right, there you go. Thursday night with Leslie and Holly. Okay, is that on your channel or on Leslie's channel? For instance, don't tie your shoestrings up too tight. Oh, no. I detest their, oh, yeah, I loathe them. I got down to 2 days being off of them completely. I had them work down to 1 milligram a day. It took me 10 months. 10 months. Coming off 1 milligram a month. And I got down to 1 milligram and I lacked 2 days being completely off of them. And I had a relapse. I was devastated. I was so weak, I couldn't even hardly hold my head up. And James was like, Angie, you got to call your doctor. I said, no. I can't. He's going to tell me to start taking those steroids again. And I'm about off of them. I'm about off of them. I can't do it. He's like, you can't live like this either. I mean, this hand would just, and this arm would just. I mean, he was helping me to the bathroom. He was doing everything. I could not hardly even hold my head up. So I called the doctor the next day, and it was a Dr. Chandler at that time. She said, Angie, I know you don't want to hear this, but you're going to have to start the steroids again. I started crying. I started crying, boo-hooing on the phone. She said, give your husband the phone. So I gave the phone to James, and he said, yes, ma'am, that's what I told her, blah, blah, blah. How many milligrams do you want her to start taking? This and that, blah, blah. So we get off the phone, and she wanted me to start back at 10. Y'all, when I took that first steroid pill, I felt so defeated. I was like, I cannot believe this. I have gone 10 months coming off of these things, and I am having to start all over again. It was the worst feeling in the world. I'm down to 7 again now. But it's unlikely. I probably won't ever come off of them. Ever. Okay, there's Dee's show. Yeah, they should have known. We can't even find a doctor, and we're told we'd better find one because we're both ill. It's sad when you can't find a doctor. My hubby has to take prednisone when he gets a cold. Yes. It changes your personality. It makes you want to eat the walls off of your house. It destroys your inner organs. It causes eye problems. That's why I'm in trifocals right now. It just does so many things. I mean, it's helping my autoimmune disease, but it's killing everything else. Either I'm going to die from my autoimmune disease and my heart, or I'm going to die from steroids. One or the other. It's just a matter of time. One of them is going to take me out, you know. It's on Dee's channel. I was in the hospital Saturday. They prescribed a pill that was on my chart stating that I get from that medicine, as they still have it to me. My doctor told me it was in the chart online. Oh, hey Maritza, how are you? Welcome in. Glad you made it. All right, I'm just going to do my next giveaway. Yeah, happy Wednesday. Oh, wow, Lori, what is up with some of these doctors? I find nurses have helped me more than doctors. Yes. He has COPD and remnants of COVID weak lungs. Yeah. Yeah, he better what? Yeah. They will give him, you're right, they'll give him steroids. Yep. The only thing that steroids do, they give you a false sense of well-being. Because right now, I'm really not well. I am very sick on the inside. But because I take steroids, I feel better. So that gives me a false sense that I'm okay. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like the steroids heal me anyway, or they're going to heal my well, they can put my autoimmune disease in remission. But it's like a false sense of well-being. Because as soon as I would stop taking these steroids, I'd be in the hospital. I would be in the hospital. Yes, he's still not 100%. It is a cover-up. It is a cover-up. And a very bad one. Yes, they are. But what I was going to tell y'all about neuropathy. So from my knees, and I'm getting it in my fingertips because I can't feel like the end of my fingers, and I can't hold on. I have broken so many glasses, drinking glasses, and we have went to plastic because I feel like I have it and I don't have a hold of it. You know, it's like my grip is not the way it's supposed to be. I can't feel the ends of my fingers, and it's nothing but neuropathy is all it is. Well, my feet, from my knees to my feet, is numb, but they burn. They're like somebody has set them on fire, and they got this needle, like somebody sticking needles in them at the same time. And I have actually cried myself to sleep at night because it hurts so bad. And I will not take gabapentin. I tried to take gabapentin, but I heard so many bad reviews on that drug that I said, "Oh my gosh, I can't get dependent on another drug. I'm already dependent on steroids. I can't do gabapentin. I'm gonna have to choose one or the other because I can't be that way on two." And so I won't take the gabapentin, and I don't even know if it would do my neuropathy any good if I took it. I don't know if it would or not. I don't blame you, Angie. It's a bad one. Yes. Um. So anybody that has neuropathy, I feel for them because neuropathy is not fun. When I had COVID, I was really sick for a long time. I had pneumonia. Told the doctor I wasn't going to the hospital. They put me on a steroid because I wouldn't go to the hospital. Yep. But let me tell you something. When when everybody was getting the shot for the bad thing that we had, I talked it over with I have different doctors. I talked it over with them, and they said it's your choice. It's a choice. You don't have to do it or whatever. But with you taking steroids, it's not going to have the same effect as it does on somebody that's not. So with you taking steroids, it like say you got your dose. Well, if I take it, it lowers the dose. It doesn't do as well. It's like it dulls it a little bit, dulls it out. So I said, well, I'm just not going to take it. If I go through the symptoms of that shot and it's not going to do me as good as it does somebody else that's healthy, I can't get sick again. And I thought it was going to make me sick. And to be honest with you, in my entire life, I've never taken the flu shot. And James takes it every year. I've never gotten the flu. Never. I feel like if it's not broke, don't fix it. But I can't take the risk of them injecting something in my body and me getting sick because a few months ago, if y'all hadn't forgotten, I had a virus. Well, my daughter had it. Then I got it. It took me 3 days to get over it. And it wasn't but a 24-hour virus. They were up the next day going around living their life. Me, I was still weak, couldn't hardly move. That's what sickness does to me because I've been on a steroid. It takes me longer to get over something than it would you. And I can't take that chance. Neuropathy is very, very uncomfortable. The burning, tingling sensations can't get comfortable at night. No. My husband has pulmonary fibrosis. Mm. Yes, Judy May. It gets my hubby at night when he's sleeping. I think that's probably why I don't sleep good. Called it, yeah, it wakes me up at night. I cannot actually feel anything till about 3 inches past my knee. That's why I walk with a cane. Yes. Yep. And I have to check my feet all the time, make sure that my toenails are cut, that my feet look good. I have no cuts or anything on my feet because I can't feel them. Thanks, Judy May. It's been this way for a few years and nothing is getting better. You're always in my prayer, Claudette. Hey, Wildflower, welcome in. I'm fixing to do a giveaway. Aisha, welcome in. We're just talking. Well, we were on food. Now we're on hospitals and medications. Yeah, there's no cure for neuropathy. Nope. Yeah, it gets him too, though he still sleeps better than me. I don't sleep. Like I was saying earlier, I don't know if y'all were in here. I'll sleep 2 hours. I'll wake up, stay up 3, go sleep 2 more hours, then stay awake 3. Then finally, I'll get comfortable and sleep maybe 3 hours, and it's morning time and it's time to get up, and I'm hurting so bad. I'm in so much pain that I have to get up anyway. So I don't get much sleep. All right, this giveaway we are going to do, I don't know if y'all can see this. This keychain says, I'm a child of God. And this, I'm going to put the necklace back up again. Turquoise. I don't know if it's real turquoise or not, but it kind of looks like it. And then it's a gunmetal chain. That, and let me see if we can, we'll put something cute in there. This goes over your straw, and it closes it up. It's a little rainbow thing. That's how I sleep. I understand, Lori. I can't sleep. I can't get back to sleep once I'm woken up because of pain. I average 3 to 5 hours of sleep a night. Yep. Right, Lori? It's terrible not sleeping. And I'll look at James sleeping, or I'll look at my grandbaby sleeping, and I'll think, oh gosh, I wish I could sleep like that. I miss that good sleep. I miss it. Yeah, once I go to bed at night, I wake up during the night. It's hard to get back to sleep. The body gets immune to it, though. I'm never really tired. Well, I'm not now since I have my pacemaker, but before I got my new pacemaker, I was falling asleep at a drop of a hat. I was just sleepy all the time, but it was because I was in congestive heart failure. All right, let's get the numbers in. Let's see how many people we got. We're going to do 1 through... All right, get y'all's numbers in. This is going to be my last giveaway, and then we're going to sign off. And I thank y'all for coming and visiting me today. I'm glad y'all were here. Got my little bingo thing. I'm glad you made it, Claudette. I'm glad you looked too. All right, I'm about to put the magic word. Better get your number in if you're going to play. Here we go. All right, let's see. It's red. Well, this one says 26. We can't use it. 40. Can't use 40. Oh. Let me see if I can get that one. Because I think we can use that one. See if I can find it. Yeah, I got it. Well, where is it? Oh, there it is. And the number is... Y'all ready? 14. The number is 14. 14. Oh, no, I hope I don't fall. All right, who is it? Lori is 13. All right, Lori, do you want the little cutie thing that goes over your straw that you drink out of? The necklace that's very pretty. Or it's a keychain that said, I am a child of God. What do you want? Necklace. Okay. I'll sure send it to you. Lori. Lori wins a lot on my channel. She does. And Jeannie Mae does too. Yeah, they do. Lori. I should know Lori's address by heart. All right, guys. I've been on here 2 hours. I'm going to have to let y'all go. I love y'all, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'll see you next time, neighbor. Bye.